And welcome back, guys. Unfortunately, I am back with you to give you some breaking news. This is another sprint car video to go with the video I made earlier. Unfortunately, for the third time in one calendar year, Anthony Macri is sidelined with, I believe this time, a vertebrae injury, a clavicle, cervical, not cervical, clavicle, I think is the correct term, with a bruised lung. And from what I understand, it's about a 8 to 12 week injury. So with that, this will sideline his season most likely. The most important part, again, let me stress this, and I said it earlier. He walked out of the vehicle in one piece. He walked out of that car. He was able to walk on his own power. Unfortunately, he felt something wasn't right. Ambulance took him in for further observation. Results came back. Yep, he's in a protective sling. He's not like in a hard case. It's a sling. So it's devastating, man. I really wish I could have, when I was at Port Royal a couple weeks ago, talked to him. I really wish I would have went to his merch trailer and had a conversation with him. Now I'm mad at myself. But I just want it to be known, I am so proud of Anthony Macri. Let me break this down for you. He got hurt for the first time back in September, right? And this ironically was right around the 7-year anniversary of Greg Hodnett's death. So I was a little scared for him, needless to say. So this goes back to then. He came back in October after about 5-6 weeks off, right? After missing the Williams Grove National Open, one of the crown jewels in all sprint car racing, right? He comes back, runs a race at New Egypt, does, I think he finished 11th or 12th. To be fair, it was not a good track, and I'll leave it at that. It was not a very good track. And it was his first race back. The next night, Outlaws are at Lincoln, and he beats the World of Outlaws, his second race back. And then you go to this year, I believe it was April 2nd or April 3rd of 2026. You fast forward to Williams Grove Speedway, takes the lead, and I think this was just a random weekly 25-lap show, takes the lead from Steven Snyder, right? And the next go-around, flips hard and falls, basically lands on his tail tank and ends up being sidelined for nearly 3 months. Came back, won his first race back. He won 4 of the 8 PA Speed Week races. He won the PA Speed Week crown. Oh yeah, and then the next week or the following, I forget, he went to Eldora. Struggled a little bit out of the box. He did a decent Wednesday night. Struggled Thursday. Friday, he just kind of said, whatever, we're moving on to Saturday. And good thing he did, because all he did Saturday was become the first repeat winner of the King's Royal since Donnie Schatz, and only the second of all time. So that's pretty damn cool. It sucks that 2 weeks after that, he's about to run what is the biggest race of the season, the Super Bowl of sprint car racing. And this happens. Now, I haven't heard anything more on the Macho Man, Brady Bacon. I hope he is okay. I hope he is able to go come his qualifying night at Knoxville. And again, it always sucks when you see 2 drivers of this caliber get into an accident like that. Thank God they're both okay, and hopefully Brady is at least able to race. But my thoughts are definitely with Anthony Macri. He's such a cool, he's a badass dude as well. He's a tough son of a bitch. And, for him to miss all this time, have a wreck like this on the biggest week of the year, and to be in good spirits about it, He's either shot out or he's a fucking awesome dude. And I'm gonna, he's not from Delco, so I'm gonna go ahead and say it's the latter more than it is the former. Let's be real, we're all a little shot out, but thoughts are definitely with Anthony and the whole Macri family, the 39M team. And I hate to do this because I am a sprint car fan. I have been for the last 35 years. It's a little late night with the devil reference. If you know, you know. Anyway, I've been a sprint car fan for 3.5 decades, which is AKA pretty much all of my freaking existence, right? So, trust me when I tell you this, like, this is the last thing on my mind. But the question is out there. Is the 39M done for the rest of the year, or do they come out with somebody else? They're already in Knoxville. I don't know if, I mean, as great. I don't even want to say that because it's the 39M. We saw Casey Kane get in the car and win in his third start, get his first World of Outlaw win in 200 some odd starts. Well deserved, by the way. We love to see it. We love Casey Kane around here, for those of you that don't know. Yes, Casey Kane, the former NASCAR star. Yes, him, if you're familiar. If you're not, well, then whatever. But anyway, and so it speaks volumes to how good this team and the car is. Joe Mooney, obviously, world-class mechanic. The Macris, you know, they have the equipment, they have the power, and, yeah. Anthony has become a world-class driver over the past half decade. So, honestly, am I going to sit here and say it's not going to make my heart happy as hell if I see the 39M hit the track for qualifying night? No, but again, I'm not sure how that works. So, you know, you got a late minute sub, like, can somebody get there? Will that person want to do it? As a fan, can I make a suggestion? Nobody from Macri Motorsports is probably going to watch this. And if you do, hi, my name's Eddie. I'm a crazed fan. I bought a lot of merch from you. I took some pictures with Anthony. You know, I really appreciate you guys and what you do for the racing community. You know, I was a big Greg Hodnett fan, and I had trouble once he died filling that void, and Anthony did for me, and I really appreciate what he and the rest of you guys over at Macri Motorsports have done. Having said that, if you are planning to run, if you do want to run, whether it's this week, after this, whatever it might be for the rest of the year, I might kick the tires on Lance and see if maybe he's satisfied with his current situation. I don't know what the deal is over there with him and Eichelberger, if he is able to leave that. I'm sure he's able to leave that ride, but if he would leave that ride, I don't know. But I think Lance can still win. I just think that car isn't an upper caliber car. It doesn't have the money or the equipment to compete. You know, you put a good driver in it, it's going to have consistent results. It'll get a win or two here or there, but it's not going to win an outlaw race. It's not going to be in contention for most time trial shows, because you got to be able to time trial, right? And so, you know, I think Lance still has the speed in him. I think, and I hate to say this, I think it is its third driver in 3 years. I think it's maybe more so car in that situation, but we'll see what Macri Motorsports does. Right now, just very grateful, thankful that Anthony Macri is here to talk about it. He's here to race another day, whether that day is in the near to distant future or not, which obviously most likely will be in 2027. Now, real quick, while I'm thinking of it, what will 2027 look like for Anthony Macri? You know, the thing with him is I believe he'll be 27 next year, 27 or 28. It's hard to believe because when I first watched him, the first time I watched him, I think he was a 16-year-old kid running out at BAPS. I forget if it just changed the BAPS or if it was still Susquehanna Speedway Park at the time. I think it was SSP at the time, but 2016 is a long-ass time for me to remember, man. That's a whole decade. Anyway, so I honestly think Anthony will be back to the same schedule. Now, it's a possibility, and I thought he might this year. If a charter spot comes available for High Limit, I wouldn't be surprised if he and the Macrys want to take one. I think that's a really good package. High Limit, you got a really big package. Big Peck Energy. I love it. Tony Laporta, shout out. Anyway, had to get that in there. Oh, gotta love Big Peck Energy. Hashtag. Get it trending, guys. Yeah, I would love to see Anthony go on tour, but not with the Outlaws. I really don't like the Outlaws' restrictions. I can't stand the fact that their guys can only run 4 times outside of their own schedule. Like, that's kind of bullshit. And so I think High Limit would be the better deal. Most likely they're going to run the old Gunner, true outlaw type of schedule. And so what are your thoughts about that? Let me know in the comments. Let me know like what your thoughts are on this injury. I know a lot of us fans are probably down in the dumps right now, but we got to be grateful he is okay. This is the 3rd injury in a year. It sucks. It sucks for us Macri fans. I get it. It sucks for the whole racing community because we're now missing elite tier driver, one of the best in the country. And that always takes away from the bigger shows. And so thoughts are with Anthony again. Damn it. I really did not want to have to make this video today, obviously, as I'm continuing to go on tangents here. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Obviously, a bittersweet day. Sad that Anthony cannot race. Very grateful, happy that he is in good spirits, and most importantly, in one piece. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you next time.